since 2011 now the national series I've been a professional racing driver, so 4 national championships, and so motorsport part of my life generally. 2014 I won the Volkswagen Polo Cup championship, so from that point of time now the Volkswagen Motorsport test and development driver, and also avangaloda racing series I was a factory driver, and also avangaloda series பண்ணும்போது I coached their racing drivers. அது தவிர்த்து then I won the 2016 Formula Ford Championship, then 2017 the National Drag Racing Championship with Volkswagen, and 2018 I won the Formula Euro JK18. It's called Formula BMW in the rest of the world. So 4 national championships, and Audi events I do as an instructor, so in the Q Drive events அப்படின்னுவாங்க. So electric cars in general, I mean it is the buzzword. The whole automotive sector is going E. Of course, in my personal opinion, do I believe it's going to be completely replacing engines? Not in the near future. Not in a country in India. It doesn't make sense. Me personally, I'm a big fan of plug-in hybrids. When it makes sense on a bigger picture. Of course, if you drive the e-tron, இப்போ நான் இங்கே இந்த ஆஃப்-ரோட் இவெண்ட்லலாம் யூஸ் பண்ணும்போது you can see இப்போ ஒரு எலக்ட்ரிக் கார் ஓட்டும்போது one of the advantages the torque is instant. ஸோ நீங்கள் இப்போது ஒரு இன்ஜினில் you have to have it at a particular RPM for it to produce the highest torque. ஆனால் இப்போது எலக்ட்ரிக் மோடி நீங்கள் போட்ட ஸ்விட்ச் ஆன் பண்ணதுலேருந்து you have torque. So especially for off-road electric cars are very very good. Especially the e-tron is really nice to drive. நீங்கள் ரொம்ப effortlessly you can go through this course. Of course, my opinion on electric cars, they're cool, but are they the immediate future? Probably not. Are there alternatives? Yes. Hydrogen, plug-in hybrids, more efficient internal combustion engines, and of course the automotive sector is ever evolving, so எப்பயுமே ஒரு change இருக்கும். And என்னை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் a combination of all things electric, ICE engines makes the best sense. But of course pure electric cars are also fine. ஏன்னா the evolution of technology, நீங்கள் the first gen battery cars to where we are now is huge in terms of range seri, speed seri, reliability. So every year the automotive sector makes advancements, so it's a very exciting time. I mean, of course, now Volkswagen I was associated with in a factory capacity. We used to race the 1.8 TSI engines, which was really good as a road engine as well as a race engine. So and the engine was particularly அது ரொம்ப இம்ப்ரெசிவான ஒரு engine அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா because எங்களோட ரேஸ் காரில் it was almost stock. So பெருசாலாம் எதுவும் பண்ணல, but it was still capable to win races and championships. So that is a really impressive thing about that engine, because in its standard form, with not so much work you can produce more power. It's very reliable. It's really built as they say in the German tech, so it's really really reliable. So that's a good engine. Of course, now Formula cars ஓட்டும்போது it was different powertrain. So Formula Ford ஓட்டும்போது it was a Ford 1.6 Duratec, which is a nice engine. But I think the favorite Formula car engine that I've driven is the Renault 2-liter, the Formula in the MRF Challenge F2000 அப்படின்னுவாங்க. So on the car is a nice engine as well, but not in India. So they shipped it only for competition purposes. So that was my Formula car. Now ஓட்டுனதுல that is the best. But generally I think I was very very impressed with Volkswagen. Not because I'm a Volkswagen guy, but generally the amount of potential that engine has. Because ஒரு stock engine அப்படியே நீங்கள் race carல போட்டு with not much modification to go win championships is a big thing. So and the amount of reliability. So நாங்கள் entire championshipல I think we did 2 championships without any rebuild. So which is it's not a common thing. ஏன்னா usually race engines you need to rebuild it every season. So இது we rebuilt it for 2 seasons and we are still competitive. So that engine was really impressive. I have to say, நான் ஒரு Jetta வச்சிருக்கேன். I like the 2-liter diesel. So it's like a train, it really the amount of torque delivery and the smoothness of that engine till date, I think we've owned that car for like multiple years now, and it's still so powerful. On paper, it's not the most powerful engine, but it's one of these engines where வந்து உங்களுக்கு தெரியும் it's not all about numbers அப்படின்ட்டு. It's not about having 200 horsepower or anything. You can have like an engine which is like 115 horsepower, but the characteristic of an engine, right? The way it produces power, the way the linearity. So yeah, so basically it's not about numbers, you know. It's there's more to engines than just the spec. So in that sense, the 2-liter TDI from Volkswagen is special to me. Yeah. I have to say I like Volkswagen. You can even say I love Volkswagen. Diesels, maybe not so much. I like petrols a little bit more, purely because I think they are a cleaner source. Of course, diesels are they will have a place in the automotive sector. I will not say that they're going to do it. I mean, maybe I'm even controversial, but I don't care. Diesels do make sense. I mean, the amount of energy that you can produce from that capacity is a lot more. So, but for automotive, for road car purposes, I think petrol makes more sense now. So, I would have to say that I'm more in line with petrol these days. I think hardcore அப்படி நீங்கள் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா I think diesels do make sense. But to be honest, today we had like a Q7 TFSI. It does most of the stuff. So like I said before, on the whole electric cars நம்ம பார்க்கும்போது the advancements in automotive, it's so fast. So இப்போ வந்து you can have a petrol engine which can produce torque curves like a diesel. So yeah, இப்போ இருக்கிற advancementல you can even counter argue that even petrols can do it. So that's a good question. Me and my brother are deeply passionate. So my brother Prashant Tharani is also a racing driver. So when we used to do our passion for more automotive and motorsport actually started from bikes. We didn't get to ride bikes because I don't think we are more better in driving cars, I guess. But in bikes we like to work on them a lot. So now so my first bike and still what I ride is an RX 135 5-speed. So and my brother got himself the first Pulsar 180. The other bikes that we have are an RD 350, a 1967 Java 250, a SD 250, or a 1955 Triumph Tiger 100. So we really like old vintage bikes.
It starts from your father or?
No, it was all just me and my brother. So எங்க அம்மா அப்பாக்கும் எங்களுக்கும் அந்த ஆட்டோமோட்டிவ்க்கும் சம்மந்தமே கிடையாதுன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. அது எங்கேருந்து வந்துன்னு கேட்காதீங்க, எப்படியோ வந்துருச்சு. So and what did I miss? And then we have one GP special called the TZR 250, which is not a known bike, but it's quite a nice bike.
From Yamaha, I think.
Yeah. But it's most of these bikesல ஆக்சுவலி ஓடுறோம் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு 3 பைக் தான் ஆக்சுவலி ப்ராஜெக்ட் கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். மற்ற எல்லாமே வந்து இஸ் a work in progress. So we like to restore bikes.
So your favorite is all this?
My favorite, I have to say, from this, I like the RD 350 the most. Yeah. So and in its own special way, the RX 135. ஏன்னா வந்து that was my bike that I used காலேஜுக்கு போகிறது எல்லாத்துக்கும் அதான் யூஸ் பண்ணுவேன். So yeah. No, not only that, it's also a brilliant bike. So yeah. So
Okay, wow. Thank you so much.
No problems.
Questions?
No, and good luck to your channel. Follow these guys. They do a good job with the automotive content, and they want to inspire more southern content. So you need to support these guys.
தமிழ்ல சொல்லிருங்க.
அதான், ஸோ வந்து தமிழில் இப்போ வந்து தமிழ்நாட்டு அண்ட் சதர்ன் சீனில் வந்து தே வாண்ட் டு இம்ப்ரூவ். இப்போ வந்து அந்த கார் டெக் வீடியோஸ் ஆர் ஜென்ரல் ஆட்டோமோட்டிவ் சீன் பற்றி மாற்றணும் அப்படின்னு ட்ரை பண்ணுறாங்க. ஸோ அவங்களுக்கு போய் ஒரு ஃபாலோ போடுங்க.
Okay, thank you so much.
No problems, guys.